Several key officials of both the Philippines and the U.S. held a very important meeting today, which centered mainly on ensuring security in the region. During the meeting, the U.S. officials reaffirmed the most powerful nation's commitment to help its ally in the event of foreign aggression in disputed territory. Bea Bernardo has the full report.
Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo and Defense Officer in Charge Senior Undersecretary Carlito Galvez Jr. met their U.S. counterparts for the 2+2 ministerial dialogue in Washington. Defense cooperation between the two allied nations was discussed. According to Austin, the United States will allocate $100 million as infrastructure investments in EDCA sites in the country. This will make way for Filipinos to have more jobs. 4 additional EDCA sites had been recently announced by the Philippine government. The two countries are also finalizing some rules, particularly on the number of troops and military assets to be placed in the EDCA sites.
We have to identify the terms and references, how these activities will be undertaken. So I don't think we're really at any stage yet to answer how they might be used. They're still open to discussion.
You know, whatever we do in the future in terms of rotations and numbers of troops, it is a joint decision between the Philippines and the Philippine government and the U.S. government.
The United States has reaffirmed its commitment to the Philippines against intimidation in the highly contested South China Sea.
Secretary Austin and I also reaffirmed the United States' unwavering commitment to standing with the Philippines against any intimidation or coercion, including in the South China Sea.
Both allied countries condemned China's gray zone activities in the South China Sea and encouraged Beijing to recognize the arbitral ruling in favor of the Philippines. The U.S. also bared their plans to have joint patrols with the Philippines, Japan, and Australia. Meanwhile, Galvez believes that China will not be angered by the Balikatan exercises that started yesterday.
We don't expect any violent reaction, considering that these exercises is intended for our collective defense with the U.S. and other allies.
China has earlier said that the cooperation between the Philippines and the U.S. should not interfere with the issues of the South China Sea as well as their interests. The Philippines and the U.S. are also working on a security sector assistance roadmap to bolster the defense capability of the Philippines. Bea Bernardo for The Nation.